It's nice to know that we have a banking partner who gets it, who understands both with their head and their heart what we're going through, what the community's going through, and what the region's going through.
Banks are certainly some of the cornerstones of the communities.
Their culture of giving has been so very, very important and just an anchor for this community. They care.
The Wilcox family has embodied the spirit of Grand Rapids, from, now 4 generations.
And I'm the second generation of this institution. My dad bought the bank in 1920, I believe, at Warba, Minnesota. The bank was chartered in 1914.
My association probably started in the summers, in the mid-'60s, when I was a stock boy or sweeping the basement or spending summer pretty much just doing odd jobs hanging off at the bank.
I became the 4th generation of my family to be president and CEO of the bank on January 2nd, 2007.
Well, from day one, the Wilcox Bank has been a community bank. That's the beauty of a family bank in a family tradition, is that it has the consistency.
There are values that go from generation to generation to generation. Values about taking care of family, values about taking care of community, values about service.
The CEOs, Noah and Steve and Claire, were always on boards and really moved things forward and always involved. So I think that piece of having a community bank that's involved is so important.
They're very generous, but they also are very subtle about it. They don't blow a lot of bells and whistles and draw attention to themselves. They just quietly go about their generosity.
I'm proud of my family at the end of the day. For my great-grandfather to get involved in this business and have the foresight to move the charter from Warba to Grand Rapids in 1936, I think it may be the single most critical decision this business ever made.
Not an easy task in light of many bank failures. Local opposition from the existing bank in Grand Rapids. Had a big hearing in St. Paul. Was able to secure the move from Warba to the county seat, Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
He moved the bank to Grand Rapids and temporarily moved into some rental quarters. And then he made arrangements to build a new building. And in 1953, I added on to that building and had a 50-foot building, and because the bank was growing.
My brother and I came in the early 1970s. Noah came, I think I hired Noah in 1999. So through all of that conversation, there is a fabric of some continuity with our family's commitment to the area.
Building this building that we're sitting in 1970 was really a statement to the community that, when you look at what it's built out of, all this hand-split rock and stone and heavy timbers, and it is a statement that says we are here and we are not going anywhere for 1,000 years. It is built to last.
Any business or entity that can, I'll say, thrive and survive through 4 generations has a story to be very, very proud of.
Well, I believe that it wouldn't be here for 100 years if it hadn't done such a terrific job in serving the people's needs.
The fact that we're here a century later is testament to the fact that we've done an awfully good job, and I am immensely proud of that.
I'm just proud every day to be part of Grand Rapids State Bank.
Started working in June of '71, and I'm still here. So it's been a wonderful lifetime experience.
It may be a seminal moment to celebrate, and it closes a chapter on the first 100 years, but it's really a departure point in my mind for what comes next. It's not a finality. There's no finality to it. It's just it's a chapter in what I think is a pretty long story, and I'm looking forward to what comes next.